Alright, so that's looking better now. That's actually 2 loads with the wheelbarrow. So I dumped one in this corner and one in this corner and kind of raked it off a little bit. Now I know I'm above 4 inches right now, but I got to grade it. And I can rake it off, but I'm figuring probably 2, maybe 3 more loads, 3 more wheelbarrows, and I can get this back side covered, or the front side covered, I should say. And get in here and grade it off, you know, rake it off and level it out and then tamp it. And I may need a little bit more after I tamp it if I end up with some low spots, but, you know, but that's going to give me a nice base for my concrete to bite into and, you know, give me a consistent 4 inches across there, you know, from the top of this edge, because I want to go right from the top edge of this block right here down 4 inches, and then I'll put my wire in there and everything, and before I pour this slab. So I figure what I'll end up doing, since I got 2.5 tons of stone, is I'll be doing some shovel work once I get that side there done. Then I'll clean this out a little bit, because I got to dig that down and move this pile of dirt over here with this pile, because I got to deal with my elevation issues over there anyhow, and that'll let that build up, and I can start filling in back here where the concrete's already in the wall, this one side, and then just, you know, I'll know how much I need from that pin to put in this bin. So even if I just dump, you know, if it ends up being 5 wheelbarrow loads, if I just dump 5 wheelbarrow loads in here, then it'll be in here already, and I ain't got to deal with, you know, getting it over, because that's proven to be a little bit challenging right there. I'm going to tell you what, you ain't got a whole lot of room to maneuver and go right up that pretty steep grade right there with a wheelbarrow full of gravel. So, but, and I'll get my gate finished today and get that ready to hang. I'm just not worried about hanging that until actually I get the slab poured and have that on there to where it's closed up. But I figure I'll do some shovel work over here and get this dirt moved out and dump my however many loads of gravel I need in this bay for this pen. And then I got to find me a spot, because the way it's looking, this might end up being a third of that load. But what I decided I was going to do with my feed storage is down along this end of the pen, I'm going to pour a small slab coming out of there, and I'll put like a lean-to, you know, roof over top of it, just enough to give some cover over those barrels, and do the same thing like I'm doing here with the block and the concrete and everything, and pouring the slab. And then of course I'll need stone in that, but my electric panel box and everything, and switches and my hoses and, you know, all that kind of stuff is going to be, you know, along this side, because this is the north side. So I figure the more wind that I can block from coming this away, the better off it'll be for them. And of course there'll be windscreen around the outside. And what is that, an oak tree growing over there already? See, this is the dilemma I've had. I had all this cleared at one time, and now this was all dirt, and now it's already got a damn tree growing. Not a weed, but a tree, you know. Good Lord. My brother just can't get a break. So, and of course I still got to go into all this out here, and more clearing and more block laying and fill them with concrete to build their yard, because this is where the yard's going to be. And of course these stumps and trees and all these over here are still coming out, because I'm going to clear my driveway and everything. because then I'll build my processing facility. I'm going to build probably right out here, and that'll be my cold storage, and I'm going to build it big enough to handle the beef. And that way, when it comes time that I got the beef to process, if I just make it big enough for the pork, then it's not going to be big enough for the beef. So I got to figure on my largest animal. And of course, that's where everything will be processed, because that's going to have, you know, everything's got to be stainless steel. And I want it to the point where, if, you know, they want to come out here and inspect me, that they can't find nothing wrong. I want everything above and beyond what it should be. So, but just thought I'd throw in a little update there, and hopefully I'm going to get this knocked out before it rains again, and we'll keep on rolling. Say bye.